what's up guys? Josh from Strength Side. Today we're gonna talk about the squat and how you can make that position more aligned and get yourself out of that rounded C position. So click like right now, let's get to it. So I've gotten a few questions from people that ask, hey, I can get down into a squat, but I'm super rounded over and I'm like hunched in this squat position. So I wanna give you a few things that you can look at how to straighten out your bottom squat position, okay? Shy, I gotta do some teaching here. So number one thing that you always wanna look at, all right. Number one thing that you always wanna look at is ankles. The way that you can just do a little self-assessment of this is if I put my heels slightly up on some books and I squat down and I'm nice and straight now, then you could probably believe that your ankles are playing a big role in you not being able to sit down properly with good alignment, right? The other thing that elevating the ankles can do is it can kind of shift your weight forward a bit. And this usually helps you kind of use your core muscles and your hip flexors more to engage this straight squat position, okay? So that is number one, always look at your ankles. And if you find that your ankles are part of the problem here, then we have a lot of good ankle content on Strength Side. You can just search Strength Side ankles, but probably one of the best things you can do is start doing a split squat, really pushing the knee forward in front of this toe, right? Coming in and out, pausing at the bottom, pushing forward as much as you can, trying to decrease this angle, get more dorsiflexion. Another thing that I like to have people do when we're having this hunched over posture is if you have something in front of you, like a pull or a weight or something, then what you can do is you can actually use this to kind of leverage. You can use the torque of this fixture here to then straighten up, right? So see, when I put all my force of my hands into this, my back gets really straight, right? So what this is telling me is I don't have the strength in my upper back and my thoracic extension to pull this up without having something to work against, right? So this is just really great to work on in itself as a drill. I can make myself nice and straight here by using this, and then I can set that down, release my hands, try to maintain this straighter position, right? And you'll feel, as you do that, you'll feel your upper back and you'll feel your hips really working to maintain that. So if you find that the upper back is definitely a limiter and you just can't quite seem to open up this upper spine in the squat, then what I want you to do is a really simple one. Putting your hands on the wall here. This is kind of like a wall downward dog. What you're gonna do is just try to bring your chest down while those shoulders stay up and straight. When we come up, we round a little bit and then we try to extend. I'm squeezing my core, my glute muscles. And as we do that, we're opening up the upper spine to allow us more of this position as we squat down. Trevor has a great video on opening the shoulder. We'll link it on the screen right up here or up here. So last thing we're gonna look at is hip rotation. So if I can't open my hips and if I can't also be able to internally rotate my hip's not gonna have that fluid motion to just be able to sit down in between my knees. If this is the case, then I have to rely on so much dorsiflexion from the ankle to get deep here, right? So maybe my ankles are great, but because my hips can't rotate properly to allow me to sit comfy in between my knees, we'll never achieve that, right? So I'll link another video on the screen that would be great for you to do if you find that that hip rotation is lacking. And really the way that you could find if this is an issue for you is, can you push the knees out like this, keeping the feet on the ground and straight, and even more, can I push my knee all the way out this way, like so, right? You can explore these positions and see how much rotation you have in the bottom of a squat, right? If you find that you're really, really limited here, 90-90 is always gonna be your go-to, right? So I can work on this back leg internal rotation. I can try to lift that foot off the ground, really doing a hard contraction into that. Whew, cramping a little bit. And then I can also work on this external rotation piece, kind of this modified pigeon. Right, like I said, we'll throw a link on the screen for that video that goes a little bit more in depth on that hip rotation. 3 good things to work on for making that squat position better, but at the end of the day, if you want a nice, more comfortable, deeper squat position, you gotta make sure that you're getting down here quite a bit, spending some time here, right? It's not just gonna happen because you wish it to happen. It's gonna happen because you consistently and frequently get down in this position, spending some time here, moving around here. Guys, let us know in the comments below, were you able to find out what's throwing you off in the squat? And let us know what you're gonna be working on for the next 3 months. Let's say 3 months, you gotta work on that. Hey, as always, like the video, subscribe to StrengthSide, hit that subscribe button. Why not? We'll be here for you every single Friday with good tips like this. Y'all be good, we'll see you soon. As always.